Here we go!
Welcome to the Nintendo Power Zone, guys. It's your boy Nice193 with a brand new unboxing video, and today we have the Pixel Pals Street Fighter Wave 2 Ken. That's right, they are releasing more Street Fighter characters, and I'm all about this. First off, even though they're done in the Mega Man body style, I still really like the fact that they are releasing Street Fighter characters, and there is some kind of precedent for the characters to be in this style because of Mega Man Cross Street Fighter. So we know that game exists, and we know that this art style was utilized for that game. So we can't hate too much on the art style, even though it is a shame that we're not getting these characters in their 16-bit stylings. It's all good. So anyway, guys, as always, let's go ahead and start with the box. Up on the left-hand corner of the box, you have the I Light Up word bubble. Over to the right of that, you have the Street Fighter logo. Directly under that, it says Pixel Pals. That logo is just so cool. Moving on to the center of the box, you see a picture of Ken. Under that, it has his name. In the bottom left-hand corner, you have your age ranges and the PDP logo. Over to the center of the box, you have the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary logo. And on the right-hand corner of the box at the bottom, you have that this is the 16th figure in this line. These boxes don't change all that much, which is great if you like to display them in their packaging. So let's just go ahead and move things on and take a look at it from the side. Not a whole lot of variation here. You just have the Pixel Pals logo, the Street Fighter logo, the I Light Up word bubble, a picture of the Ken Pixel Pal off, and a picture of him on. So all the same here. Let's go ahead and get to the back of the box. Alright guys, here it is, the back of the box. You know this is my favorite part of Pixel Pals packaging, simply because of the character description. So let's just go ahead and dive right into that. As the best friend and rival of his former sparring partner Ryu, Ken Masters is a hero in his own right. Ken premiered in the very first Street Fighter game in 1987 as the only other playable character besides Ryu. He has long been part of the Street Fighter franchise and continues to be one of the most popular and recognizable characters in the series. So that's a great character description for Ken, as it dives a little bit into his backstory while also letting you know that he is Ryu's rival. And that is very much true as far as the Street Fighter continuity is concerned. Ken is actually one of my favorite characters in the game. I just love how much flashier his moves are than Ryu's, and I can't wait to break this Pixel Pal down. So let's go ahead, look at the last side of the box, and then get this bad boy unboxed. So here he is, Ken Masters, outside of the box, and a lot of similarities to the Ryu Pixel Pal, which has a lot in common with the Mega Man Pixel Pal, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just go ahead and break this down. I really like the facial expression that this Ken Pixel Pal has. It is the antithesis of what we saw on Ryu, which was very, stern or stoic. Ken looks very cocky in this pose, which is definitely how the character is. He is more cocky than Ryu, and he's definitely much flashier, right down to his moveset. Even though it's the exact same moveset, the way Ken's moves look is way more flashy. As far as the figure itself is concerned, I really like the juxtaposition of the red of his gi and the yellow of his hair. They did a really good job of capturing that, and I like the way the brown gloves look. I'm wondering how all this is going to look lit up, because I think there's going to be some color wash on this specific figure, just because yellows and greens don't really work too well, but we'll find out as soon as we light it up. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this figure from the side. Alright guys, so here it is, the back of the figure. As of yet, they have still not packaged these things with batteries since Wave 1, and the USB adapter isn't out yet, so I'm not going to dock any points for it because the adapter is coming, but I just want to point out that up until that adapter is out, you're still going to need those 2 AAA batteries, but hopefully not for much longer. Hopefully PDP releases that USB adapter within the next month or so. Okay, it's comparison time. So what we have on the table is the Pixel Pal Chun-Li and the Pixel Pal Ryu. And you really see the differences between the Ken and the Chun-Li, but you see less differences between the Ken and the Ryu. I think the only thing that really stands out between those two figures is the fact that the Ryu has the red bandana and, a more stoic look on his face. Outside of that, it does a pretty good job of standing out as far as its colors are concerned. Definitely you can tell that this is Ken, simply because you see the red gi, the yellow hair all those things really give you that feel for Ken. And then that smirk on his face, that really truly captures the essence of Ken. Okay, so it's time to test out the functionality, and we turned off the lights and we turned on the Pixel Pal, and right away you should see some color wash. The yellow of his hair really got washed out hard, and so did the peach of his skin. It almost looks just like a pale white versus peachy. This is something that annoys me slightly, but I mean, this is what we've come to expect from Pixel Pals. They haven't quite yet perfected, color wash as of yet. Actually, I take that back, because they did rectify that with the Super Mario World Mario Pixel Pal, which was actually released after this figure, but I did that video first. That figure has more of a matte finish instead of like the clear plasticky finish, and by doing that, it looks like they were able to save some of the color wash that they weren't able to save on this particular figure. This one hurts though, because I was really liking the design of this Pixel Pal, but now seeing all the color wash it gets hit with, that's kind of a bummer, and it's one of those figures that again looks better when the lights are turned on. That's a damn shame. Either way, the figure itself still looks pretty good. The browns look good, the reds look good. It's just the yellows and the peach that really suffer from the washout. Anyway guys, let's go ahead and break out some more comparison time so you can see this figure with the other Street Fighter Pixel Pals. Alright guys, here they are, all the Street Fighter figures up to this point. You have your Chun-Li, Ken, and Ryu. And again, out of all the figures, you see that Ken really suffers from the color wash. This doesn't seem to affect the Ryu or the Chun-Li that much. Now of course the Chun-Li still has that annoying buzzing sound that you can't quite hear in this video, but it's there. And man, they do all look really good standing next to each other though. I'm digging that. So this is a weird place for the Pixel Pals line, because I don't know whether I really like this figure or not. Anyway guys, let's go ahead and move into score time, and we'll go ahead and see how I feel about the figure in that segment. Alright guys, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is actually worth your hard-earned money. So let's go ahead and start with the appearance. As far as its appearance is concerned, it does look extraordinarily accurate to the art style of Mega Man X Street Fighter. While I'm not a huge fan of that, and I think that all the Street Fighter characters should have their own 16-bit Pixel Pals, I just don't think it's going to happen. So this is the best we're going to get. So as far as its appearance is concerned, I am going to give it a perfect 10 based on its accuracy to the game that it's based off of. As far as its functionality is concerned, I'm very underwhelmed here. There was so much color washout in the hair and on the peach parts of the skin. I know that they've rectified this in later Pixel Pals. It's just a shame to see Ken get the shaft like this. Anyway guys, I'm going to give it a 7 for its functionality. So a 10 for its appearance, a 7 for its functionality. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It does get our official Nintendo Power Zone seal quality. Guys, that's going to be it for me. Before I let you go, social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at Nice193. You can email me at nice193@gmail.com. Check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/NintendoPowerZone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to catch the video version, you can catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/NintendoPowerZone. Guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all our constant updates of all the content that we bring. But guys, thank you so much, and remember, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Deuces.